Over the past few months, we've been hearing more and more rumors and leaks suggesting that Ubisoft is actually working on a remake for one of the greatest entries in the Assassin's Creed franchise, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about 13 things I'd love to see in this remake. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Only Thing Gaming channel. Let's start with the most obvious improvement, graphics. Black Flag was released in 2013, and a 13-year gap is more than enough time for major upgrades. A proper remake should take advantage of modern graphical tech like ray tracing, higher resolution textures, improved shadows, and overall more detailed environments. And by the way, the footage you're seeing right now is from the Games Glow YouTube channel. He's done an incredible job enhancing Black Flag with mods. I'll leave a link to his video in the description so you can check it out. Next up is performance. I made a video about Black Flag and I mentioned how the frame rate was capped at 60. Unfortunately, as you saw, the game is capped at 60 FPS. And there is no way to push the game past that unless you use tweaking mods to unlock the FPS. Naturally, I'd love to see an uncapped frame rate in the remake, but that only matters if the optimization is actually good. High frame rates and fancy graphics mean nothing if the game struggles to run smoothly, so proper optimization is a must. Now that we've covered visuals and performance, let's talk gameplay starting with combat. Combat in Black Flag is extremely easy, even by Assassin's Creed standards. The remake should introduce more challenge, smarter enemies, and systems that encourage players to use their tools strategically. Getting detected should actually punish the player, which leads us directly to the next improvement. Stealth in Black Flag suffers from the same issue. It's extremely easy. On top of that, because combat is easy, players rarely feel motivated to stay hidden. And since this is an Assassin's Creed game, the remake should bring improvements to stealth in general, smarter AI, the ability to duck or take cover, free aim smoke bombs, and more interactions inspired by titles like Assassin's Creed Unity. All of this would create a more rewarding stealth experience. We can all agree that a remake should stay true to the original story, but there's always room for improvement without changing the core narrative. Black Flag's storyline could benefit from improvements like filling in certain mysteries, expanding characters like the Sage, improving modern-day segments, and maybe adding stronger connections to later protagonists who lived in the same era Edward lived in, like Arno, Shay, or even Cassandra. Small additions like these could make the story more cohesive with the rest of the series. Naval combat in Black Flag is almost perfect already, but that doesn't mean it can't be better. I'd love to see a wider range of ships, more level interactions, special ship designs for higher level enemies, and an improved wanted system. These changes would make naval battles feel more dynamic, and if they really want a perfect naval experience, they should improve the shipboarding. It slows down the pace, the requirements are boring, and it's chaotic and glitchy. Most of the time, I find myself sinking ships and accepting to take only half of their cargo just to avoid it. We're about halfway through the video, so don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Tailing missions. Yeah, this one had to be on the list. I mean, they slow down the pacing, feel repetitive, and often break the flow of the story. While I understand they sometimes deliver important dialogue, I think we can all agree that less tailing missions would be a solid improvement. Black Flag didn't have a very compelling way to earn money. Cove upgrades didn't generate revenue, and the Kenway fleet, while useful, wasn't the most exciting system. It also doesn't fit Edward's personality. He's driven by wealth, so you'd expect him to build businesses or own profitable properties throughout the Caribbean. Adding a proper economy would make progression more meaningful, and it certainly suits Edward's character. Black Flag has a great selection of outfits, but most of them are cosmetic only with the exception of 3 outfits as I mentioned in my Black Flag video. And some outfits can give Edward a special perk. For example, Mayan armor can deflect bullets, Templar armor increases your health, and Stealth outfit boosts your stealth ability. Adding unique stats or bonuses to certain outfits could make them far more interesting. For example, reduced ship damage, bonus damage with specific ship weapons, higher loot drop rates from enemies, and improved hunting results. The possibilities are endless and would add more depth to customization. Similar to Red Dead Redemption 2, Black Flag could include challenge sets. To be fair, the original game had the obstacle challenges, but they mostly rewarded you with useless cheats and multiplayer items. A remake could introduce categories based challenges like hunting, naval, stealth, exploration, with meaningful rewards similar to Red Dead 2's Legends of the East outfit. Black Flag included great random events like ship convoys, white whales, and social chests, but they required an online connection. The same goes for the Kenway fleet and community challenges. Two problems with that. One, being online all the time might not be convenient for some people, and two, years later, when the servers shut down, players lose access to content they actually paid for. If Ubisoft brings back these features, making them available offline would be the smartest decision. Legendary ship battles are some of the best content Black Flag has to offer. In the remake, they should return with improvements. Maybe change the ships or maybe bring back the old ships and add 4 battles, making a total of 8. But the biggest issue in the original is that legendary ship battles aren't replayable. Once you beat them, they're gone unless you have a backup save or replay the entire game. There's a mod that makes them replayable, so clearly it can be done. Ubisoft should absolutely include this feature. This one applies to every game ever made. Nobody wants glitches, bugs, or technical issues, and Ubisoft should know this better than anyone, especially after Assassin's Creed Unity's launch. If they release a remake of a beloved title like Black Flag, they need to make sure it's polished and stable right from the start. Recently, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag Resync popped on the PEGI website. I love Black Flag, but I can't say I'm looking forward to this remake. Because we're talking about Ubisoft here, they most likely will find a way to ruin the whole thing. We might find ourselves passing on the remake and playing the original once again. I already heard they're leaning more into RPG, and I don't want to judge anything before the game is out, but things don't look good. That's all for today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your own improvement ideas in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out one of the 2 videos you see on your screen right now.